Hey, good morning. Welcome to What is Up? It is Friday. I tend to, the days mix together while I'm at spring training. So, 2 full days out here in Mesa. So, when did I last go live? Wednesday morning. So, I have 2 games that I attended the last 2 days, a bunch of autographs, even a pack of cards. Thank you to Ryan Fagan. I did not get to meet him, but my buddy Crawly did. And so Ryan said, get Bo an 89 Tops pack. So we're going to rip this one live here on Hobby Evolution. How about the brackets? Are your brackets busted? Yeah. Yeah, I think all of our brackets are busted. Let's just go ahead and talk about the Hobby Evolution bracket challenge for bragging rights. We lost 2 number 1 seeds, Gonzaga and Arizona last night. I went to bed super early. So I did watch most of the Gonzaga game. And then I just kind of, went to bed. What's up, Victor? Good morning. Go Cubs. Good morning from the chilly Midwest. It's funny you say that because the chilly Midwest today in Mesa, we're going to have a record high, which is not good when you're out at the baseball game. We're supposed to hit 94, which they say the record, they reported the record high in Mesa on March 25th, 93. So the predicted high is 94 today and 96 tomorrow. So it's going to be a hot one. But my buddy Brian sent me pictures of snowflakes in Madison yesterday. So I would rather have record highs than snowflakes. So hopefully it warms up by the time I return home next week. Look at the sweet hat. Good morning. Yes, I needed a new hat because my other hat was kind of getting gross. So I picked this one up. I didn't look at the price tag, which I should have probably done. It was more than I wanted to pay. What's up, Zach? DR Herman is with us. Wow, it's cold and rain in Cubtown. The only 94 we're going to see is wind speeds with 94 degrees. Make sure you don't have a hat like Jake Berger, right? Get a head sunburn. So the bracket challenge. So David, I don't think David's not in the chat right now. The hat makes Bo look like one of those ball girls with the short shorts along the foul lines at the friendly confines. That's funny. There are price tags on vacation business write-offs. I don't know if hats fall under that. We'll see. I'll check with my guy. So the bragging rights bracket challenge. Listen to this. How many? We have 25 out of 25 brackets in our Hobby Evolution bragging rights challenge. Only 5 people still have their national champion alive. 5 out of 25, and we're still in the Sweet 16. How crazy is that? So the only people in our challenge with teams still alive, Bob, who I believe is Straight Execution in our chat. Bob is in a tie for 4th, who has Kansas winning. So that's 2. Brian P has Villanova winning. He's currently in 10th. Diego is in a tie for 13th, has Villanova winning. And he's tied with Matthew B, who has Kansas winning. Those are the only 5 brackets of people, only 5 people that have brackets alive with their national champion, because Gonzaga took out a whole bunch. Arizona lost last night, and I think we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had 5 Arizona brackets. We had a ton of Gonzaga brackets, so only 5. So pretty much the bragging rights challenge, it's going to come down to Bob, Dan, Brian, Diego, and Matthew B. That's crazy. 5 brackets remain with the national champion still alive. So, but David, Dak T-Mac fan, he's in first, but he has Gonzaga winning. Jeremy is in second, but has Arizona winning. John, that 70s card show, is in third place, but has Gonzaga winning. And then there's a bunch up at fourth: Bob, Dan, Abraham, Sam, Scott, and Matthew S. All in a tie for fourth. But some of those guys have Gonzaga, Kentucky winning. So who else? We have Jenny. You're not in last place. You're in 24th. Nick, my buddy Nick, has Auburn winning. He's in dead last, 25th. Ed is in 23rd, who had Kentucky winning. Herman's in 18th, also had Kentucky winning. So that's the bragging rights challenge. Only 5 remain out of champions remain. So let's see. John, good morning from the UK. If you happen to see any Rockies players today and you can get their autos, I will see what I can do. Usually I don't see, today's a home game, so I won't see any Rockies players. I'll be so my plan today is the debut for Seiya Suzuki, and there is a huge Japanese presence around camp here, both fans and a large media contingent following Seiya Suzuki, and today is his debut. So I wanted to be there. Like, I mean, I was going to be there regardless, but I wanted to be as close as I can. So I was able to get a first row ticket behind home plate for today's game. So I will be front row behind home plate. So I don't know if it's on TV. You will see me in this hat and not this shirt, because I wore this shirt yesterday. But I'll try to find a shirt that makes me stick out a little bit. I don't have the Cubs cardometer, so I won't have that like I did. I had a first row seat 2 years ago when I was out here. You could see the cardometer. But I'll be first row behind home plate for Seiya Suzuki's debut. So my plan this morning, I'll grab some breakfast. It is 7:17 local time. So I'll get ready, shower, get ready for the day, go have breakfast. And then at 9, you can't park. So game days are tricky when I go to the backfields for the minor league camp. No TV feed. That's a bummer. I'm shocked that they're not going to. MLB Network will pick this game up because it's Suzuki. Like, this is a big game. Seiya Suzuki's debut. It'll be somewhere. I just have to. I have to think that MLB Network will pick it up. So game days are tough because parking, and they don't let you, like, normally on a non-home game, I can park in the parking lot right next to the backfields, because that's just open and you'll walk right in. It's a short walk into the backfield complex. But on home game days, you can't park there. It's restricted, and you have to park in like the game day lots, which are on the opposite side of the backfield. So, and they don't let you park until 9 a.m. So I have to wait, and then I have to walk, and it's quite a hike. So I'll walk all the way down to the backfields and get there, 9:20ish, and then depending on when they break the minor league camp, because now they actually have games, the minor league games on the backfields as well, which I haven't caught any because I've been going to the big league games. So then I'll walk back to tailgate around noon, and I'll be at the Club 400 tailgate tent. And then once 1 o'clock hits, get into the stadium for first pitch, and then the game. And then I'm like so beat from, like, I'm up at 5:30, 6 a.m. I'm so beat from the day. The sun takes a lot out of me. So I come back, get a little bite to eat, and I'm like passed out by 7, 8 o'clock. And then do it all over again. And I tell my friends, because they all have like, oh, we're going to this bar, we're going to this restaurant, let's meet up. And it's like, I can't, I have to, like, I'm for baseball. Like, I love being around friends, and I just, we spend time during the tailgate and the game, but then it's like, I need my rest so I can do it all again. Cause I'm out here for baseball. Like, we can all drink together at Club 400, because we're all from Chicago, Southern Wisconsin. So, we can do that. But spring training, this is my baseball time. This is my business trip for baseball. So Saturday, tomorrow, is the card show, the big Phoenix card show. Actually, I think it starts today, this evening. or this afternoon. Goes through Sunday. So I'm going to go out there, but I was planning on making like a whole day of it, like just waking up, going straight to the card show, spending all day at the card show. I think I'm making like a whole day of it, like just waking up, going straight to the card show, spending all day at the card show. I think I may go to the backfields in the morning because I think I may go to the backfields in the morning because I think the card show starts at 9. So I think I may go out to the backfields for a couple hours and then go to the card show. Because, again, I'm here for baseball. It's like card shows. Yeah, I want to go to a card show, but I want to get as much baseball time as I can because that's why I'm here. And, yes, it's going to be different dealers than what I see in the Midwest for the most part, but it's a card show. So that's kind of my thought on it. So I'm going to go back into the chat real quick. By the way, the connection probably sucks, which is it really any different from a normal hobby evolution coming from my card room in the basement? Connection unstable, and I can see I'm like kind of got the wonkiness going. Jenny says, speaking of shorts, I need one of the pair of Cub shorts Bo had on the other day. So the funny story, if you saw the video, I think I posted the video on Twitter. I was taking video of Christian Hernandez taking some swings. And Buddy Bailey is longtime Cubs coach. Buddy Bailey comes over. He's like, hey, where'd you get those shorts? And it kind of took me by surprise. I thought, oh, yeah, he's talking. I have the loudmouth shorts on, the Cubs loudmouth shorts on. They're like golf shorts. And I think I got them on Fanatics. He asked how much they were, and I think I said $80. I can't remember how much, but in that rate, I said $80. I can't remember how much, but in that rate, they were more expensive than a typical pair of shorts for, Also, I just want to take a moment as a female in the hobby to say y'all are the best. There's a reason we all joined in on Bo's show. Great group of people here. Absolutely. And that probably has something to do with the break that went on. I don't want to get into it wasn't a good look. I'll just leave it at that. I think 9 people had Gonzaga. Yeah, a ton of people had Gonzaga winning it all. I was one of them. This is golf. Lowest score wins. Let's see. Jenny asked, John, what time UK? MLB app says no TV feed. Mike, good morning from New Mexico. We'll be in Phoenix this afternoon. Safe travels the rest of the way. Great to see you're in New Mexico. Let's see. It's 2:15, but it's daylight savings this weekend. Victor says it will be on Marquee. Yes. Marquee. I wish I could get I'm in Madison, Wisconsin, which is good and bad because I'm close enough that, like, when I was in Macomb, Illinois, 4 hours from Wrigley Field, I was blacked out of Cubs games on MLB TV. Now I'm in Madison, 2 hours from Wrigley, and I can get the games. The only blackout I have is Milwaukee Brewers, which, they're in the same division. So, yes, there's a lot of games that I have to put myself through the Brewers TV broadcast, but at least I can get them. But I want Marquee Network. And it's like we're so close. Like, I would gladly pay for Marquee Network instead of MLB TV because early on in the season, I watch all games just because it's baseball, it's back. But by the end of April, it's like I don't want to watch like every game. It's like, but the first couple of weeks of the season, I'm down. But then it's like I'm only going to watch the Cubs games. So I would like just have the ability to subscribe to Marquee Network. Let's see. Make sure to work that international press to grow the business reach. There you go. Worldwide. 1 million Cubs project worldwide. Is there something particular you were hoping to find at the card show or just dime box digging? Just quarter box, just bargain box digging. I did have a dream last night about going to a card show, and I was actually set up at a card show. And I offered to buy I asked another dealer how much he wanted for his table, and it was just a bunch of junk, but there was a bunch of good stuff in there too. And he had a good price. It was $250, and I said, "How about 200?" And he goes, and then he talked about it to the guy next to him, and he just flat out said, "No, I'm not going to sell." that was pretty much it. That was my dream. So yeah, just bargain box digging, trying to find some deals because I am, I'm flying, so I can't like buy bulk. I guess I could and ship it back, but then it's like it's got to be worth it. So it's just kind of I'm gonna go just to dig and see if I can find any. So we'll see. Ben Andrews, what's up? It's Seiya Suzuki Day. Yes, it is. I can't wait. I'll have a front row seat to see it. Zach says the connections is better than your home. Well, that's good. I missed the Cards wallpaper though. Yeah, you get the Marriott stuff. I have a view of the pool over my balcony over here. No matter what I pay for, I could not get the Twins. Main reason I'm losing interest in supporting. They don't see MLB is like that. I get a ton of Cubs games on MLB, and that's I think that's another reason why fans are just not. They're kind of leaving baseball because they can't watch. Like it's super hard to get games. I totally agree with you. It's the blackout restrictions are stupid. As Jason says, yeah, blackouts need to go away. It's just so antiquated. And I think that's the reason a lot of people are, like it's out of sight, out of mind. And that's what baseball is becoming. Of mind. And that's what baseball is becoming. George, what is up to you? George is still awake. It is true that you have a nice connection. You need to move there permanently. George is 20 beers deep, Molina style, guaranteed. Remember, for the correct bulk deal, you can always send 2,000 cards, medium flat rate. Absolutely. Ben says, try living in Des Moines. Yes, Iowa sucks for MLB TV. Twins, Cardinals, Cubs, Royals, and White Sox all blacked out. Yes. And that's basically the entire state of Iowa, because I remember when I lived in Macomb, had some friends in Burlington, Iowa, in Keokuk, which is right on the river in eastern Iowa, and they were the same, like 7 teams blacked out, 6 or 7 blacked out. So it was Twins, Cardinals, Cubs, Royals, White Sox. And then on the eastern side of Iowa, it's also the Brewers. The Brewers are blacked out. So that was 6, like at least in eastern Iowa, there were 6. All the 5 in Des Moines plus Milwaukee. Jenny, I've been drinking and playing with camera equipment. I am so jealous of the pictures my friend Rich takes that I want to go shop for a camera because I can't. I just have the iPhone. And it takes nice like close-up pictures, but like to zoom in, like I want to get some good shots, because on the backfields, you really can't get many good shots because either they're way where they're warming up, they're way in the back, so you have to really zoom. You have to have a zoom camera, or a lot of the batting practice are in the cages, so you've got to through the fence, and then you've got the other cage surrounding them. So. I'm jealous of the nice cameras. And then I thought about it because I actually did look when I was at Walmart for cards last week. It's like, I'm going to check out cameras. But then when I thought about it, it's like, okay, I'll use it next week. And then what? Then what am I going to use the camera for? Because it would basically only be for spring training. I'm not going to use a fancy camera at a card show. So are y'all going to disown me if I start talking mostly about photography on the channel? No, I'm very interested in photography. I've never taken the plunge to buy the fancy stuff. I've always wanted a nice camera since when I worked in the newspaper, and I would take photos at like sporting events, high school games. And it's like, man, this is a really nice camera. I was taking some cool shots of like, I was always getting great soccer photos. Football, I sucked because football lighting, anybody that takes photos, especially at night, football is really difficult on Friday nights. But I was getting some good basketball shots. I wasn't great, but which is probably the easiest sport, I guess, to take photos. But I got some cool ones. If so, I may start a second channel for the photography only. That's nice. Yeah, I would totally subscribe and watch. It's nice to watch live for once. Usually have to watch replay due to work hours for sure. I'm on a much different time schedule. It's 9:30 out in the Midwest, so 7:30 out here. Jenny, I'll watch whatever my friends post. I watched Chickens on Herman and Kins. It's your channel, and it's called The Hobby Drive. Photographers, there you go. It is The Hobby Drive. Photography is certainly a hobby. Dude, I just bought a jank-ass toy camera to shoot 35 millimeter film on. This will get interesting. That's awesome. So yeah, Wednesday, and big into autographs. Like I love getting autographs. I've got 100 autographs so far in 2.5 days. I think I showed off the Patrick Wisdom. That's probably my favorite. Bryce Wyndham, who's I think he's like the 20 MLB Pipeline came out off the Patrick Wisdom. That's probably my favorite. Bryce Wyndham, who's I think he's like the 20 MLB Pipeline came out with their new top 30 just a couple days ago, and I think Bryce Wyndham is cracked the top 30. So I made a bunch of custom cards for these guys to sign, and he's like, "Whoa, these are really cool." He's like, "How can I get some?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'll create, I'll get a pack and I'll, send it straight out here. Just shoot me your address." So we connected on Twitter and ordered a pack, and it was actually Rookies app shipped it like the same, like the next day. So this was on Wednesday. And I ordered the pack from Rookies on Wednesday night, had them shipped out here to Bryce and Mesa. And I got the shipping notification Thursday morning. It's like, wow, that was fast work. So, yeah, so that's cool. The guys really like it. Reggie Preciado, who's got a Bowman card. He signed a Bowman card that I had. One of his customers was just going to sign the Bowman. And then he saw the custom that my friend Rich took the photo, and he just smiled. He's like, yeah, and signed that. So it's really cool. Like some of the guys that don't have any or very many cards, when they see these custom cards, they're like, yeah, these are really cool. How many of the 48 balls? 10. I have 10 of the, the other cards. So I've been more focusing on the cards as opposed to the baseballs. There's some guys that like, if I either don't have cards or I'm not, or if I already have cards signed, then I'll do the baseball. So I did get Alexander Canario, who's a very tough sign, but he's been signing a lot here. Ed Howard, I got on a baseball the first day because I didn't have my card book with me. It was Seiya Suzuki he got. And he goes, what do you guys do with all these autographs? And I'm like, well, I'm kind of a hoarder. I'm a quantity guy. I just love it. So that's funny. Jenny says I just froze, hit the refresh button. It's funny because my note, it like the whole video, it said your connection is unstable, but it just, that message went off. Like as you said, it froze. So interesting. Let's see. Cool to be cool to get a lot of autos quickly. Definitely. John, what's up? Good morning. I only have 2 autographed balls, a 9-ball from the Striking Viking, a baseball from spring training 70s vintage my grandfather gave me. That's awesome. Only names I can make out: Chuck Tanner and Phil Garner. That's cool. That's very cool. So yeah, so Wednesday, I retract my previous statement. You brought the circle with you. Brought the circle, the spinning circle of unstable connections. So Thursday we went to the Angels game, the Cubs-Angels game out in Tempe. Beautiful stadium, and the view is really cool. We had seats, I think we were 6th row behind the Angels dugout, and we were rooting on John Mallee, who's our friend. He comes to Club 400 often. So we got some shots of him like waving up at his crowd. We gave him some chants. My friend Carlos was wearing a Joe Madden jersey. And so he got Joe, he turned around to show Joe his Cubs Madden jersey. Joe waved at us. So that was really cool. Cubs ended up losing. They were up like, I think 4-0, ended up losing, I think 5-4. So was able to, see Shohei Ohtani. Trout did not play, so did not see Trout. So after the game, what I do after that, I just came back to the hotel and had chicken wings in the hotel restaurant, and then I was asleep by 7 or 8 o'clock. So Ohtani looks extremely huge, like he is bulking up. Yeah, he does look he does look like he's added some bulk in the offseason. So today I plan on and then the game front row behind home plate for the debut of Seiya Suzuki. So I'm super stoked to see that. I'll take some video, get that posted on my YouTube channel tonight. I do have some video from yesterday that I posted. I took video of Shohei Ohtani's first at the game. That's on the channel. And then just some highlights from the game. I'm putting together some prospects